Assalamu alaikum. It's Ramadan, and the question is, how do you train? There's two main things that I think I've noticed, and a lot of people overthink this actually. Um, so I've noticed some people either completely stop training, so no gym at all, and others either try to train the same way as they were before Ramadan. And I think the right answer is somewhere in between rather than the two extremes. So there's a way to fast and then train in a way that makes sense. So Ramadan actually affects there's three things that I would like to highlight that affect the things that are very important when it comes to training. So your food, the calorie intake. So that window has moved. So you don't have as much energy to train. Hydration. Hydration is very important. You don't want to be training and then collapsing and then having to break your fast, and that's definitely a no. Sleep is being disrupted heavily, which is very important for recovery. When you get a good quality sleep, that's when your muscle and your system recovers. So for me, your fasting is very important. That has to come first. So the people that stop training completely, Alhamdulillah, um, that's the best option. Your deen is more important than the fitness. So, but there's also a way to actually train during Ramadan, and this is the period where you maintain rather than doing a crazy bulk or doing a crazy cut or doing something drastically chasing PR, chasing some sort of performance. This is the season to just maintain, and which means you have to drop your volumes. Instead of doing like 10, 15 reps or whatever you do, you can just cut it down. You can do eight, even five maybe. Do 12 if you're doing 15. Um, and also drop the weight by about 20%. Don't go as hard. For me, instead of doing like 5 days a week, you can do three. And a lot of the things that I do during Ramadan is more like compound exercise. So because I'm doing less days of training, I'm doing more compound exercise that covers a lot of the muscle groups. So I'm doing things like squats, I'm doing things like deadlifts, bench press, and then kind of stay there. And if I still got a little bit of time, just work on some other areas. Nothing crazy. I'm not going high. I'm not going too heavy. Nothing like that. Just maintenance. And you can the period that I actually train could be either before Iftar, because just after training you can break your fast, so you can go a little bit harder around that time. And then after Iftar, again, you've got a lot of calories now, you can go harder. But if you want to go for Tarawih, you don't have enough time. I've seen people train before suhoor. I know people that that train during the day during Ramadan as well, and that works for them. But I think those are more like for dedicated athletes rather than just normal people. I know people can do it as well, but I won't recommend it. So Ramadan is a time for to be disciplined, but that doesn't mean you have to go hard when it comes to fitness. You can reduce, pull back a little bit, and that's one wisdom when it comes to training in Ramadan. But anyways, if you enjoyed this conversation, leave a like, subscribe. I'm chasing 1,000 subscription, and then let's see how it goes. Assalamu alaikum.